Good morning, Homestead. Greg Giglio, principal of Homestead High School here. And this is our final video for the year, for the 2021 school year. It's been a long time coming. I can't say that I'm not happy to see the end of the year and right this close to us. But just one last video message here. We did have a couple of people respond to the survey. So a couple things I'd like to share with you and some final thoughts as well on the year. But again, we have made it. Congratulations. Congratulations to our seniors. Looking forward to celebrating them in the next several days here. And last couple pieces of information here. So let me try and get my screen up for you. Let's get that into presentation mode. There we go. So again, as I said, this is the final weekly video message for the year. And today is Friday, May 28th. I just want to say thank you to everybody who turned in a survey and responded and sent questions or concerns. You're what helped make these videos possible. Lots of great ideas, especially with like the guest stars and that kind of thing. But looking back, we had about 8 different surveys. We had nearly 300 responses. And so some of them were multiple repeats from other people, but again, that was a lot of great responses. So thank you for that. Hoping to continue that conversation going into next year. And we had about 20 different people who were on as guest stars, which was definitely a highlight for me to be able to talk with some of these people and introduce them to you. So we are definitely going to be keeping this up in some form or another next year, even though we'll be back in normal. I think this has been something that people have really found useful. I personally have found it useful because it gives me a lot of feedback and I'm able to talk to people and I'm able to give out information. So definitely going to do this and maybe not weekly, but we're going to look to do it. We'll see how we do it. So we may change things up a little bit and freshen it up a bit, but we'll see how it goes. So, but let me go through some of the responses that we did get this particular time. Lots of very positive things actually in regards to this. There were lots of really good things. I'm just going to kind of take a lot of quotes here. So some shout outs and recognitions. The first one is for my child's teachers, and that's named them here. Mrs. Bridge, who's an English teacher, Madam Ronsheimer, who's a French teacher, Miss Rick, who's their math teacher, Miss Frosto, who's PE, Mr. Carmona, who is biology, and Miss Schultz, who is art. Also a shout out to this student's guidance counselor, Mrs. Wu, and her 504 plan coordinator, which would be Mr. Wright, Jeff Wright, that is. We have 2 Mr. Wrights here on campus. She said, my senior teachers are also awesome, but for my freshman with a 504, wow, they were awesome and attendant to her needs. Very glad to hear that. Glad to hear that we were able to support folks. A shout out to Dean Trejo. She's gone above and beyond making herself available and helping my son and help us navigate online learning with my son's 504 plan. Thank you. So again, another nice one. A couple other things where, one of the questions like, what are some of the good things about our learning program? There were no negative ones this week. So again, I appreciate that. But there were a couple of shout outs here as well. So this parent said, I'd like that my student's getting used to getting up and getting ready to go to school and is actually meeting some new people. So that's great. And then this other parent said, remote learning, staying safe and providing links to concerts so that grandparents can see what's going on and feel a part of their grandchildren's lives, even though they were out of the area. I hope this continues next year as well. I think there are some things that we definitely learn and want to take with us from this pandemic, like this weekly video, some of the ways we were doing online. We probably won't do as many Zoom meetings, but there'll be some times where Zoom will be really a great alternative. So I think there's many things you'll see popping up from time to time that we've learned through this year as well. And again, this one was the final say that in the survey is saying, thanks for the informative videos all year. For my senior, thanks to all who were able to get her a nice senior year and a senior soccer season. For my freshman, thanks to all who helped make her feel welcome and went above and beyond for her to enjoy a soccer season as well. Again, I just took these direct quotes and threw them on there because I thought they were so nice. So I want to make sure you saw them as well. We do have a couple of important dates. Obviously, today is the first day of Opportunity Week, what we have formerly before called Finals Week. But again, looking at different ways to have students show their mastery. It's been a very stressful year. So there's trying to do some different ways to end the year on a positive note. That's happening this whole week. Again, check our website if you need to know what finals are happening on which days. Graduation practice is happening next week. And then graduation ceremonies will be on the 2nd and 3rd as well. That's 3:30 and 6:30 on those particular days. There will be a link. So if you want to live stream it, so you will get a chance to see that, even though, we're only allowing family members of the graduates in there, and we have to limit the number of folks that are in there. They are coming in with tickets. They're sitting in assigned seats. They are socially distanced. So there will not be any walk-ups or other folks allowed in there, unfortunately, but you can participate by watching the live stream. We hope that you do. We'll be posting out that detail soon. And then again, just a reminder for the seniors at the grad party, which is hosted by our PTSA, is on June 4th. So those days are coming forth here pretty quick. And just in terms of some final thoughts, again, I just wanted to thank everybody for sticking with us this year. This was definitely a difficult and hard year, obviously, but there were a lot of positives that came out of it, a lot of things that happened that really showed community and strength and flexibility. I want to give a thank you to the parents for hanging in there with us and for giving us feedback and for championing their kids. It definitely takes a team to get everybody to make this thing work. And so again, with your help and support, we were definitely able to be much more successful. I definitely want to say thank you to all the students, especially the seniors who really, through the toughest of times, still stuck with it, still did great work, and still showed us why we love our jobs. And even, when we can't see you other than on a Zoom, you gave us hope and joy and laughter, and really appreciate all that the seniors and all the other students have done for us. And just, again, we can't celebrate them enough. So again, I'm going to miss our seniors. I look forward to seeing our rest of our folks coming back next year, and we'll definitely welcome them to a more normal situation than we've been facing in the past. And I definitely want to thank my staff, all the teachers, all the classified folks, from everybody from food services to facilities, who have done, everyone has done their job in such a different way, but still managed to do it fantastically under the hardest of circumstances. And again, while it wasn't perfect in a lot of ways, we were building the airplane while it was flying, and we were rebuilding it as we were flying, and then we rebuilt it again, and we're still kind of tweaking with it as we were about to land safely here at the airport. So again, I thank all of them for the help and support, and just courage and flexibility and stick-to-itiveness that they had there. And I think all of us are really looking forward to a little bit of a break here, recharging our batteries and coming back as strong as we can for next year. And again, looking around our community right now, there's a lot of people that are hurting in terms of the violence that's been happening around us, whether it's the shooting that happened at the VTA in San Jose, or whether it's violence that's happening in Israel and Palestine. We have families that are affected by all of this. We have people and teachers who live near the VTA. I'm sure we have students who know people, families that know people at the VTA, or that have people living in Israel or Palestine and other areas. And so again, we are here to support you. Even though we're going to be gone for the summer, we do have resources. So feel free to contact me if you need some help or support. Check our websites. There are under our resources, there are some mental health resources and support services that are out there that we'd be happy to provide for all of you. And again, know that we have our thoughts about all of you, and hope that everyone has a safe and restful and relaxing summer. And we look forward to coming back next year and doing this all over again, but in a much more normal way. So again, thank you everybody for sticking with us, for doing the great work that you've been doing. Have a wonderful summer, and we'll see you soon. Take care.